Hello everyone and welcome to Roll with Advantage. Today's video is a little different because it's not just about D&D. It's about being creative in general. Have you ever gone to do something creative and then you started to feel like this?
Have you ever had a dream that you want him to do you so much you could do anything?
I cannot begin to tell you the amount of times that I've had thoughts and feelings like that. Sometimes, even with things I really enjoy, like writing this script, I can feel so apathetic. That apathy and a want to do nothing is usually all-encompassing. And sometimes it is so hard to find inspiration. Which brings me to the topic of today's video. How do you find inspiration when it seems like you've lost it? Now, I'm talking specifically about artistic inspiration, but there's no reason it can't help elsewhere. In this short video, I'm going to give you 5 different ways that you can get your inspiration back, whether that be for DMing, painting, writing, or music. Option number 1, consume new art, something that you've never seen before. So often we get stuck in a rut and watch the same thing over and over and over again, and we refuse to look out and see what's new. Trust me, you do not need to watch Avatar: The Last Airbender again. They'll be okay. Several weeks ago, I decided to watch There Will Be Blood, and it inspired me to create an entirely new subplot for my Salamander Coast campaign that may or may not ever come up, but it inspired me to create something new. And that's an idea I wouldn't have had if I chose to watch Tales of Ba Sing Se again. Option number 2, go on a walk. For most people, nature can be breathtaking and inspiring. If for some reason you can't leave the house due to quarantine, watch a nature documentary. We are surrounded by so much ugly all the time. Sometimes we can forget how beautiful this world actually is. And realizing that beauty and watching it and looking at it and listening to it can be inspirational to some. Option number 3, talk to somebody about the art that you want to create. You can always find someone to gush about the things that you love to. If you're watching this video and you don't know where to go, I have a Discord server for this channel full of anybody from D&D nerds to theater geeks, just all of it. And anybody on that channel would be more than happy to talk about anything if you can't find somewhere else to go. Option number 4, take a break, like a real break, not one where you sit down at your phone for 45 minutes after being frustrated and then you try and go back to what you were doing, and then this happens. I'm gonna kill myself! Wow. Yeah, so take a 2-week break, don't even think about the art that you're trying to create, and then come back to it, refreshed and recharged and inspired. The 5th and final option, go back and watch or listen to or look at whatever initially inspired you to pursue this art. Sometimes going back to your origins can help you in rediscovering your inspiration that you may have lost for the thing that you love. In an attempt to venture out of my comfort zone and rediscover my love for fantasy and D&D in general, I decided to watch a movie from the 1980s, a sword and sorcery movie titled The Sword and the Sorcerer. That movie looks like this.
And the mightiest of all heroes, in the greatest of all adventures.
After watching that movie, I was still struggling to find my inspiration, but then I decided to go back and watch what initially inspired me in the first place.
My friends. You bow to no one.
It is easy for me to forget how beautiful the dramatic payoff in Lord of the Rings is when I watch it all the time. I forget how easily I get swept off my feet and overwhelmed with emotion as the Fellowship theme begins to play on brass and the 4 hobbits look to each other and they're also overwhelmed with emotion. As with most things in life, balance is key. The moment you begin to obsess over or completely ignore the thing that you love is the moment that it stops becoming special. Don't feel bad if you lose your muse or your inspiration to create. It happens to all great artists. It's part of being human. Don't let apathy get you down. Let it be what causes you to jump back up on the horse and start creating again. Plus, at the end of the day, I know that you are a great artist, and nothing can stop you from creating your art. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you have a great rest of your day. Bye.